In this video, I'm going to show you why Tesla, we could be looking at the bottom in Tesla and the top for Bitcoin. So with that being said, here we are looking at Tesla, and on the daily, we were calling for a potential drawdown in Tesla, and if we put this pattern on right here, we can see that she is broke down out of this triangle. And so with that being said, we can take a measured move off of it, and if we go from here to here, somewhere around 20% down. And so she could pop back up a little bit, but probably going down from here. We're going to check on to the next biggest loser of the day, and that's going to be Reddit stock. And we were looking at Reddit saying it could be getting a little toppy right here at 90 RSI on the weekly. So definitely looking like we're getting some play off of that. And so I would be looking for Reddit to probably come back to 190 over time. And Coinbase looking like it could be coming down as well, and that's probably going to tie in with Bitcoin coming down. So we'll go ahead and check out Bitcoin as well. And as you can see, super low volatility, losing the RSI right here. So could definitely be filling out this wick right here around 90K. When we look at the higher time frames, we're also way up there. So if we do have a pullback from all-time highs 80%, it's very similar to Tesla. We could be looking at a 23K Bitcoin, which would be still a higher low on the monthly. So that would still be okay, but we are looking at let's see, it took April of 21 to December 22. So how many days was that? Almost 2 years. So 2 years from now, we could be seeing Bitcoin going back up again. So 2027 could be a good year for the crypto, but right now it's not so good. 600 days would put us somewhere in October of 26. So yeah, definitely something to keep our eye on. And the reason why I say that is we have this pattern on the daily that we were looking at, and so we could extend it out a little bit right here now. And as long as we don't have the daily RSI going with us, it's pointed to the downside. And then you also have low volatility on the 6 hour, so I do think we'll be getting expansion on this probably today or tomorrow. And when it expands, the measured move is pointed in at around 9%. So 9%, somewhere around 80K is what it's looking like. And as you can see on the 1 hour, we are very close to breaking down on the pattern. So definitely something to watch for there. And so we'll go back up to the top and check out, let's see, Robinhood's pretty nasty pullback, which makes sense because it's been having big moves up. So when your asset goes up big, it usually pulls back big. So we also losing the daily RSI right here. So should see her coming down pretty hard. And then so yeah, not much to see on the 6 hour there. Yeah, this asset Planetar looks like it's done. So probably just go ahead and delete it off the watch list too. I was too late on that one. And Netflix, I don't really know much about Netflix other than most of their movies are mediocre at best. Some good TV shows. So, I don't think this one's a very good stock just because, HBO is kind of the better option really to me. But I don't know. I feel like when I get Netflix, I settle for some second class content, if you know what I'm saying. And so anyway, looking at Chipotle, some would say first class burritos. I don't really believe it. I probably make better burritos at home for real. But, looking at the daily, probably going to pull back right here along with everything just because there's a lot of fear, uncertainty, and doubt out there right now. So, and then looking at the weekly on NASDAQ, we do have some bearish divergence from here to here with low volatility. And when you see something like that, that's a high probability to the downside. And then when you jump down to the daily, definitely looking like it could pull back hard right here. But it kind of already has. So looking at Bitcoin futures right now, that's the BTC1 exclamation mark. Sometimes you get a little bit of a different read on price action because this one does close over the weekends, and so you get a little bit more gaps and kind of more along the lines of traditional markets. So to me, it is worth watching to kind of get a feel for the markets. And 2-week bearish divergence right here, and coming at the line of resistance right here with our indicator. And this is kind of my special indicator that I created, so it's pretty simple. Basically, the green and the purple is kind of like the stochastic, and it acts as support and resistance for the RSI. And this is the EMA with the RSI. So above the EMA is good, below bad. And well, I guess it depends on if you're long or short, if it's bad or good, but they really don't matter. It's just, is it going up or down? Gives you a close hint, but nothing's guaranteed for sure. But again, low volatility on the weekly. So last time we got a low volatility on the weekly, it led into a pretty good pullback. So, and not really much to get off the 3-month. So looking at the 10-hour right here, definitely getting tight on the volatility. So, I do think we'll see something happen this week. And then Google, everybody's favorite search engine, is going down with weekly bearish divergence. And the 6-hour got a fresh 2155 cross on the EMAs. So when that happens, last time it happened, did pop back up a little bit and then a big drive down. So back and look at Tesla, as it is the stock that's moving the most, and when the stock moves the most, that's the most opportunity, in my opinion. And so here we are looking at the 2-week. We have lost momentum according to this indicator, and last time we got red showing was right here, and before a big move down, and then right here before a big move down, as well as this one, which was a big move, but that was a 40% pullback. So if we look at it, could be seeing at least a 40% pullback from the top. We're already at 30, so down to around 280, which lines up with this VPVR right here, which is support resistance. So could we see 260 in Tesla soon? This indicator would say yes. And looking at the daily, we've had a big run down, so not real sure how much more it can keep going down, and we may be staring at the bottom for now before I pop back up to around 370. And so looking at the hourly, we are putting in some potential bullish divergence on the MACD and on the momentum wave. So, but you will see divergences on big moves down. So, but this one's getting way up there in some divergences, so probably does pop back up to at least 340 before another rollover.